right, guys, let's get started. This is EVOTO. This is their layout right here, as you can see. Over here on the right-hand side, so they have like your basic color adjustments. You have your portrait retouching. You have your background adjustments, your clothing, which is really nice because they got some cool stuff in here. I'm going to show you in a little bit. Then you got cropping, and of course you have your tethering. So as I'm going to start right now, up here on this top right, they've got real-time color adjustments, AI color looks. Now this is pretty cool. So I was playing with this earlier. You got your neutral, which is that one right there. You can actually, slide it down a little bit if it's too much. You can bring it down. You also have like vivid light's a good one. It's pretty bright though. That's actually a really good one. I'm just going to bring this down to probably about 50. Let's see how that looks. So I'm going to go over here to portrait mode. And now what I'm going to do is it's got female selected. So you can select, elderly, male, child, and so on. You got blemish removal. Watch. She's got a little acne on her cheeks. We all get that stuff, right? So it takes it right out. I usually go 100% on that because nobody wants acne. The freckles, you can have to adjust for that. As far as body blemishes go, there's not much body here. I will bring it up just a little bit to kind of clean up whatever needs to be cleaned up. This is reduced like the face shine on her forehead, color blending, and so on. So reduce face shine. I'm going to bring that up a little bit because, nobody wants that. Face, forehead wrinkles, you don't really have an issue with that. I'm still going to bring it up about 35. Eye wrinkles, bring it up, play with it. See how I took out some of those bags? A little bit of her bags right there. So I'm going to leave that about 87. Dark circles, ain't no pretty girl wants that. So I'm going to bring that up to about right there. This has got eye bags and glasses. So you got glass glare. I'm going to show you that in a little bit too. That's a really nice tool. You guys are going to really like that. The eye bags, just basically adjust for the eye bags, and you gotta be careful. You don't want to make somebody look too good, right? The smile line, it kind of reduces that right by the cheeks a little bit if they have a hard line, like she's got some real dominant little cheeks, so I like to bring that about right there, 60%. Lips, wrinkles, flakes. So this will make her lips look a little more, it'll smooth them down if they got like a lot of what do you call it, wrinkles and flakes on her lips and so forth. Neck wrinkles, she doesn't really have a lot of that. It's, bring it up. She doesn't have a double chin or nothing like that. But what I have found by doing this, it does tend to make her chin a little more defined, even if she doesn't have one. This has an awesome armpit touch-up. I'll have to show you that on my next image. Stomach stretch marks. So if you do a lot of maternities, this is for you. Skin retouching. This is fantastic. Okay, so it does like the old dodge and burn, which, I used to do this by hand, so this took a lot of time. So here, I can bring this up, and it really makes your skin look nice, but I'm going to show y'all. So if you just use the wheel in your mouse, look at that. Look how good that looks. I brought it in a little bit more, so I'm at 100%. Now watch her face skin smoothing when I do this. You don't want to overdo this because you want them to kind of look natural, right? Body skin smoothing. So this is her body skin smoothing. It adds a little contouring. It's really nice. Then you have your glossiness. So like if you want to give them a little matte satin or dewy look. So what I found is that they have a really hot spot on their forehead, a lot of highlighting right there or something. You can hit like the matte and it'll reduce that a lot. Also, I hit it for if you want to add a little bit more to it, which, I think it looks good. I like the satin look. Just everybody's a little different, right? Skin color. This will unify the face complexion, which is really nice because it makes everything look kind of uniform. So right here, I'm about 58%. Body complexion, if they have a chest, and let's say their chest is a little wider, and you just kind of want to make it blend to the rest of her body, which I used to have to use frequency separation for this. It actually looks really good, and it's really quick. Unified body complexion. So here, again, if you are doing like a maternity or a full body shot, that comes in really handy. Skin radiance, if you want her skin to pop, look at this. I could go crazy with this stuff, right? I don't want to go too much. I'm only going to do about 10%, maybe if that. Little rosy complexion to her, maybe. Throw a little bit of that in there. Play with it. See how you like it. Facial reshape. Now, I really love this tool here. Used to, I would go on liquefy and everything else and nudge here, nudge there. So what I do now is I just go here and I play with this. See how her cheeks are, I want to bring her cheeks in just a little bit. So I found that I don't ever like to go over about 25 on any of these. You just don't, you want people to look like themselves. you know, and you have to play with this. You might say, you know, I want a little bit more there. I like her cheekbones here, you know, I'm not going to alter her too much. Her jaw, you know, I want to bring that in just a little bit maybe. So I did go a little bit more on this one. It's about 30, 31 face size. You know, I would bring that in just a smidge like so. Jaw length, which you can get crazy with this stuff. I just don't see the point in that. Face width, not for me, not for this picture, not for this girl. I'm about 20 on this one. This one here, it just kind of drops that jaw a little bit. And then you have your middle section, which again, you can lower, you know, these are nice options to have, guys, because this can really save you a lot of time. Taper chin, you know, that's like bringing it in a little bit, you know, everybody sometimes needs a little help there, right? Your hairline, so you can bring it down. I would probably drop this about 10. Facial expression, you know, her smile doesn't look too bad. I mean, you can put a little bit more on there if you wanted, like 10%. That's what I'm gonna do. It has the teeth touch up, but you know, it whitens the teeth. Then you have the eyes, which it does like the brightness of the eye, which I freaking love this. So look at that. She has really dark eyes, right? Really dark brown eyes with a really dark black pupil. This really brought her eyes out a lot more. And now you can do the flare on the bottom and really make them look even better, you know. The glass glare, this is where you would take out a glass glare. If she had glasses on and had a glare, this will remove it like no tomorrow. I mean, it's awesome. Let's say you have a client that has a lot of red veins in their eyes or whatever. Some people just have that. Well, this removes it, and it does a great job. As far as makeup goes, this is another thing that I really like. So basically, you know, I can play with this, and you can kind of see the face, right? Doing a little change there. The contouring I like a lot. Now watch the nose and stuff. See how it brings it out like the old dodge. You know, when you go and do dodge and burning and you're sitting there and you're having to shade it in, it just takes time. I can do this in a matter of seconds with this. Eyebrow makeup, I can darken her eyebrows real quick with this. Her eye makeup, I mean, look at that. That's pretty awesome, dude. So then you got saturation, you know, you can add a little bit of that. Then you got your brightness right there. So it's just, this is really awesome. Dimensional. Oh, look at that, man. That is really cool. So, all right. So then you got your lip makeup. Makes them a little bit nicer looking. A little saturation maybe. No, I don't want to do more brightness. That looks good. A little dimension there. And then here's what I like. So you have the makeup suite, which covers all these things. Eyelashes, eyeliner, contacts, blush, lipstick, contouring, and so on. I found a couple that I really like. I like hardcore, and I really like elegant and light. So I'm going to start out with light. Check that out. Look how quick that was. And then hardcore. Man, I would have to say I still like light. There's other ones. Just something about that one. I like the light one. And then you have your hair. So right here on the hair, see how she has a part line right here? Well, this right here will help fill that in. Watch this. Boom. Look at that. So I'm at 60% roughly. That looks really good to me. Hair crinkles up. So what you do here is you can actually, you know, every lady likes her hair look full, right? So I just about 42 there. Then you have your hairline minus 10. Remove stray hairs. Now check this out. You see all our stray hairs? Boom. Look at that. Left a little bit over here. So that's not perfect, but it does a really good job. You may have to go and remove some of that, you know, if you really want to get fancy about it, remove some of that in Photoshop. Me, I'm going to find a happy medium and just kind of leave it there. Let's see. That's at 55, 49. I don't want to, let's see. Somewhere around in there. So you might have to do a little cleanup. I mean, it's not perfect, guys, but it's pretty doggone close, you know. Let's see what else we got. White hair blackening. So let's say a lot of dark-haired people like myself even. Yeah, I don't know if it could help this, but you got white hair blackening, and it basically will blacken like some grays in your hair. I don't think it's gonna fix that, but anyway. You got full body reshape, which is really nice when you're doing like a full-on portrait. This comes in really handy, guys. It's really nice. So let's see if I can show you a little bit right here even. Let's see, you got AI reshape, full body. See? It even alters it in a little bit in this, which is kind of nice. And the head, you know, oh yeah, so you can actually bring it back a little bit and just make it a little more nice, right? Then you have your neck. Look at that. I can literally just shrink her neck down. So now I'm going to step on over here to backdrops, right? Or the background. So I did this yesterday for the first time on this image, and I really, really dig it. So check this out. This was my favorite one. It was black, a little bit of gray. But check this. Look how quick this is, guys. Look at that. Now look at that. I mean, come on. You know how long that would have taken? That's awesome. Edge adjustment. So, it helps you define the edges a little bit more. Did you notice it really helped out even with her hair a little bit? There you go. So let me see if I crank it up, like get rid of that. I don't want to make it look choppy and all cut like or whatever. So I'm going to bring this way down, probably about 20 or so. And, I understand that I'm going to do a little bit of adjusting in Photoshop. It's not too much, but I will. And you can adjust the size of the background, where you want the background to fall, how you want it to fall. I kind of like it like it is. That's pretty much it for that. Now you got your clothing. So this is like de-wrinkling of your clothing. You know how hard that is. You got to sit there, at least I do. I go frequency separation, and I go in there and I start removing a lot of the detail. And then I go in and try to blend it out. It just takes time, guys. And if you're a perfectionist and you're very OCD about this stuff, it drives me crazy. This right here is amazing. Now watch her chest. You'll see some of that start to go away. Hang on, let me just go wide open. It takes a little, there it goes. See that? It got rid of most of that, right? But it got rid of too much. So you give it a second to catch up. There you go. I like that. And let me drop it up here about 63. That's probably going to be good. That's where I want it, about right there. I think that looks really good. And then the next thing you got is your cropping, which I'm fine with that. So, I've been hearing a lot of people say it's leaving this Evolve logo in here or something. When you go over here and you export this and you have the credits, it takes those watermarks off. I have yet to have a picture that has that watermark on it. So they've done a great job with this. I mean, if you're not on board and you're not trying this shit, well, then you're just missing out, because this is, to me, is a very simple way to edit a headshot very quickly. And at the end of the day, it helps you make more money, because the quicker you can get these images out, the more sessions you can shoot, the more money you make. So it's kind of a no-brainer for me. So I'm going to step on in and show y'all a different image here. I've got this image right here that I wanted to do a little edit on to kind of show y'all, because it's something different, right? Again, I'm kind of going kind of fast because I'm trying to get all this done as quick as I can. So you got your looks up here. You got neutral, you got vivid light. Let's see what that does. So that's your vivid light here. Okay, see how the light just kind of popped? It actually looks really good. So I might drop this down to about probably 40 or something like that. That looks nice right there. So I'm gonna leave it there. It did all my basic adjusting on my lighting for me. You got color grading in here. You got HSL curves. As far as like, I do sometimes like the color grading. I like a lot. I do quite a bit of that in Photoshop. I usually just start right over here in midtones, and then I come over here and just kind of drag where I feel like it's going to help the image the most. I usually go and just find that nice little sweet spot somewhere. Probably about right there. I kind of like that. Okay. So now I head over here to portrait. I don't think there's anything else more to show you here. Lens correction, so on. So I'm going to go to the portrait mode over here and I can kind of drag this back up here to the top. I'll leave it up here. All right. So blemish removal again. I'm going to usually go 100% on that. Just get whatever's there. I want it gone. Body blemish on this one. So I can do like, let's see what it does. Okay. So let me blow this up. I saw something on her legs just now. So let me show y'all again. Let's take this off. And I'm going to add body blemish, about 55%. Did you see that right there? Watch. See her knees? Watch her knees. Okay, so it does that. Then you have reduced face shine, which she has a little bit of that. So let's see, throw that up here like that. Alrighty, so here we are. Let's do eye wrinkles, dark circles. She don't have any of that stuff. No glasses, no eye bags. All right, so lip wrinkles, flakes on. Let's see if I add a little bit of that. All right, neck wrinkle. She got very little. Do that. Double chin, not really. Let's see what this does. Doesn't really do much on that one, on this particular picture. Then you have armpit touch up. I don't know if it'll get that right there or not. Let's try it out. Oh, I saw change. Look at that. Took it out, man. That's awesome. And then she's got like stomach stretch marks, you know. Would that work on like her dress? I have no idea. Let's see what it does. No, not really. So it doesn't work on that. All right, but they got something for that. So let's see. Face smoothing and so on. Let's do this. Very cool. Okay, skin smoothing. Body skin smoothing. That's kind of important because I've got her legs and some portrait shot, full body shot. Put about right there. She's a pretty young girl and really doesn't need a whole lot. Face skin smoothing, body skin smoothing. All right, so now we're down to skin texture. You know, do we want satin or matte or none? I'm probably going to roll with satin a little bit. Unify face complexion. I usually, you know, drag it up here to kind of unify her face with her body. Unify body complexion. So if I do that, where's it at? All right, so we got that done. I'm probably gonna, it's got a little, you know, a little clarity, a little texture. I don't want to mess with any more of that. Let's see, we got skin radiance. That's just gonna brighten her skin, which I don't really want that. Maybe a little rosiness to her, I think would be kind of cool. Just a little, not a lot. You know, face shape is right here. You know, everybody's different. So you just kind of have to play with this. Get it the way you like it. Everything looks good. Face size. I'm not going to mess with any of these things really. Midsection. I think everything looks good there. Her hairline, I'll probably bring that down just a little bit. Facial expression, you know, she looks good. I like a serious look on this picture. Teeth touch up. I don't see her teeth, so I don't have to worry about that. You know, brightness of her eyes, I would probably crank up a little bit more. Eye reflection, lens flare, probably put a little bit more of that in there. Make her eyes really pop. She doesn't have any glasses on. Remove that red veins. She don't really have that problem. Makeup, I'm probably going to do a little bit more, like a little bit on this. So yeah, I'm going to bring that up to about right there. Contour her a little bit more, like 85. Eyebrow makeup, I think they look really good, but I'm going to put a little bit more in there. A little bit of that. Maybe a little bit more of that. And of course, got brightness, and then you got your dimension. So probably going to put about 73 on that one. Lips, I don't want to do too much. I did, but oh well. And then brightness and the dimension. So the dimension kind of gives it that little 3D look. The makeup's sweet again. Here we are again. Again, one of my favorites is light and hardcore. On this particular picture, it's just eye of the beholder, right? I kind of like that. So I'm going to go with the hardcore on this one. You know, and let's see amount, you can reduce that. I think it looks good. Hair part line, I think she's pretty good there, but you know, I can cover that in a little bit if I want. It's not too much. It's not real dominant. You can actually make her hair a little fuller on top, like it was teased or something. That looks good. Hairline, remove strays. Again, this is like so awesome. They've done a great job on this. I'll just leave it about right there. White hair balancing, full body reshape. Now I like this. Check this out. Full body reshape, AI reshape. I mean, you can literally, look at that. Look how quickly this does this, guys. Look at that. Gotta be careful. See, the back building, kind of playing with that a little bit, right? So I don't want to mess with her too much. She looks really nice the way she is. You know, I do like the fact that I can just bring that in a little bit. And you can even add a little height. I just love that. And then the head is, You know, you can make the head a little bigger, a little smaller. It just, you know, I want to leave her like she is. The neck looks fine. Her arms, you know, you can make her arms smaller. Who doesn't like arms? What female doesn't want arms a bit smaller? And the breast, I can make her breast a little bigger or smaller. This, how much better, you know how easy it is to do this with this? And it used to take me a long time. Then you got her waist. So I'm going to bring her waist in a little bit, and her hips, I'm going to help her hips a little bit more. She doesn't need a lot, but man, why not? The leg width. Oh, about 13 there. Leg length. Look at that, guys. Look at that. How awesome is that? And there we go. I did those adjustments there. And again, you can change the background if you wanted to. You could, I saw where you could add a sky replacement in here. I have not tried this. So let's try this real quick. Let's see what it looks like. This is all their little suggested things here. Let's see what this one looks like real quick. How well does it do it? I haven't even played with this. Wow, check that out. How quickly that drops that in there. I kind of like that. Yeah. Gotta be careful. See how the buildings are all blurred out? So I'm probably gonna run with that one because it matches my buildings in the background. So you got to make sure you're matching your stuff. You know, scenes got to match your clouds and so on. And there we go. Tell me what do y'all think about that? Look at that. I think it looks amazing already. All right, so now I'm down here on my clothing dewrinkling. So see how her clothing is a little wrinkled around her body? Because it's a tight dress, right? I'm at 55%. Did y'all see that? That's 80%. That's 100%. It's almost gone, right? It's a little too much. And I like that right there. I'm gonna bring it down to about 65, I think. I think that looks good right there. And I am done with that image, guys. I think this program is going to help you get your work done a lot quicker. And again, after this video, be sure to use my link. I'll post it, and you guys can get 30 free credits. It's really something you guys really need to take the time, try this out, experiment with it. You won't just be disappointed. For what this thing does, it's going to save you a lot of time, a lot of money. I plan on using this in my day-to-day, especially for my headshots and my portraits. Again, my name is Kevin Shoemake with Moonlight Elegant Photography. Give me a follow, like our page, and drop me a comment, and I'll be glad to answer it the best I can. Take care. Peace.